5 July 2020, and I'm joined by Mr. Albert Matapo from the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Gambakwe. It has been a long time. How about you?
Very well. And you've been gone for a while. What has been happening?
A lot has been happening, my brother. There is quite a lot. I can see there is confusion back home. People do not know exactly what is going on. We need to keep on reminding people exactly what is going on. So there is a lot. I want the people of Zimbabwe to, keep on pushing so that we get somewhere. So I don't know where to start from right now. I heard that there are teams of people, including Tsenengamu and other people who have made some announcements that there is going to be something from the 7th to the 10th. They've warned the president of Zimbabwe and like that. I don't know. So maybe we could address a little bit about that.
Okay, let's start with Tsenengamu.
Yes.
He said that Mnangagwa should be warned that between the 7th and the 10th, something is going to happen. Do you take that threat seriously?
Well, what I know is that Tsenengamu is part of the system. He has been part of the system and he continues to be part of the system. I do not want the people of Zimbabwe to be used the same way they were used when they removed Mugabe. At the end of the day, they don't get anything and the system remains the same. So Tsenengamu, for him giving that kind of threat openly like that and nothing happens to him, says a lot to the people of Zimbabwe. That cannot be genuine. Yes, there can be something that they are planning, but that something will not really yield anything. So I would want to advise the people of Zimbabwe, it is up to them to follow fake, teams and, like that, because at the end of the day, we will not get anywhere. There could be something that might happen, but I tell you that will not be anything of significance to the nation of Zimbabwe. And therefore, even after they've done whatever they are going to do, Zimbabwe People Power Movement, which is the people's movement, is going to take its own measures which will free the people of Zimbabwe. What we need is total independence. What we need is 100% independence, and that is coming. Thank you.
Okay. So you are saying this next week, something could happen?
Yes, something could happen, yes, as they have promised. But all I'm saying is something could happen. They could come up with another style, another trick of some sort. But that will not be for the people's benefit. That will only be there to benefit certain individuals, which is something that we are saying no to that. Yes.
Okay, do you think Mnangagwa could be removed this week?
No, it cannot really be. Maybe they could recycle. Well, there are possibilities because obviously that kind of threat, I know it's an empty threat, but it could be something that is being planned behind the scenes. And if it comes like that, it will still not work because it will be the same team recycling themselves. But I do not know exactly the composition of whatever could be coming. As long as it does not include the People's Project, the People's Team, Zimbabwe People Power Movement, it will be a nullity because investors will not follow them. We have investors behind us. Investors from all over the world are ready to support the people of Zimbabwe, provided there is a genuine leadership or genuine leadership has been put in place. So whatever trick that these people are going to come up with without the People's Project will not work. I would want them to, it's a good move if they can, move aside and a fresh team comes in, but it must be a genuine team. That's all. All we need is just a genuine team that comes in and save the people of Zimbabwe. Then everyone else can live happily, including them. No one will be affected. we assured them that that will be an amnesty. We will protect them. We will do everything good for the nation and for everybody. Nobody should be harmed. We don't want violence in Zimbabwe. We don't want anyone to fight another one in Zimbabwe. So they should do it in a proper way and install a genuine leadership, not fake leadership. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. There's also been talk that the Zimbabwe military has taken over, especially JOC has taken over decision-making after announcing the banning of EcoCash and the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange. What is your view on that?
Yeah, I have read that, of course, but whatever the JOC will do will have an approval of Mnangagwa himself. There is no way JOC can just announce things without the approval of Mnangagwa. So he had a hand in all that. It's only that they are desperate people. They do not know what to do at the moment. And because of that, they are coming up with these various tricks to try and rig the economy, which is very difficult. So I do not agree that Mnangagwa did not know. And I do not agree that this is a coup or that the military had taken over. Remember, Mnangagwa is part of the military. He is leading that team. That team cannot, operate without him leading them. So they did it together, but that does not work. And it never worked.
Okay, so why would they bypass the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe? What is the logic? What is happening there?
Yes. Bypassing the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe is very possible because the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe could be implementing economic measures as per whatever the book, or therefore they decided to bypass. But that bypass is by JOC, including Mnangagwa himself. He would have authorized them. So it's just a sign that they are not agreeing with the way the Mangudjas might be running their things within the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe.
Okay, so this month, there's a lot that is planned to happen. There's also a demonstration which is planned at the end of the month by Tajamuka and by Ngari Vume. Do you think this will succeed?
No, those are just empty demonstrations, which might end up even making sure that people are injured and people are abducted and so on and so forth. Well, they are trying. I applaud whatever they are trying, but that will not succeed. That will not yield anything. That will not bring anything to the people of Zimbabwe, other than that the other people might just be injured, which is not good at all. So, yes, they are trying, but it will not yield anything.
Okay, so in your view, the only change which is possible this month is that Tsenengamu announcement.
Yes, that Tsenengamu announcement, yes, can bring something that is not for the people's benefit, as I've said. Yes, it's a plan that has been done by certain people behind the scenes, but that might not necessarily bring anything positive really to the people of Zimbabwe. Yes, it can bring something that is not positive.
Okay, Mr. Albert Matapo, I think we should keep this very, very short. Is there anything else that you want to say before we close?
Yeah, I just want to say that the people of Zimbabwe should remain resolute, should remain steadfast. Their project, the people's project, as I announced beginning of the year, that we are not going to see another year without change. Change is coming, change is definite, and we are coming, we are going to make it, and we are going to bring in genuine change. And not only that, but also the fact that we are going to protect everybody. We don't want any bloodshed, we don't want any violence, we don't want anyone who is going to suffer again in Zimbabwe. New Zimbabwe is coming, and we are going to make it. I am going to lead the National Transitional Authority, which is going to be having two teams. The first team will be a social team or a political team, which is going to be comprised of less than 10 people. And also there is going to be a technical team that is going to run government affairs and do the best for the people of Zimbabwe. The people of Zimbabwe, I love you so much, and thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Matapo. I think we should come back again during the week and we assess, because obviously we're told that between the 7th and the 10th, something is going to happen. We should come back and assess and see what has happened during that time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.